Welcome to Spatial Conversations. I'm Alex from LexTech, and I am thrilled to have Marcelo from StreamVoodoo with us here today. So at LexTech, that focus on ease of use and simplicity is really core to everything we're doing in the enterprise. We can't give people superpowers if they're complicated. They have to be something they know how to use. And that's one of the things I love about the way you think of really looking at that, again, simplicity and ease of use, and what drives that for you?
Well, I think it's very important to understand. In this case, we're talking about Apple products. Back in the days of the iPhone, I remember using the first iPhones, and then the iPad came out, and there were some people that were asking us if that was something that they can buy and if it's gonna be easy to use. And my wife actually did something that she grabbed the iPad and gave it to my son. My son Pedro, he was 3 years old, I think, back then, and he starts using it like no issues at all. Starts drawing and
That's
making some
awesome.
other stuff. I think that that's an example that hits me back then, and in thinking these products, you don't need to read an instructions manual in order to use them, and that's kind of like how I perceive technology. It's a way of enabling things and not making things more complicated.
I love that story, and I think the magic word to that is intuitive.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, but I get tired about folks applying that intuitive label to things that aren't.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Apple's the champion for that, and there's so much out there, especially now when we look at the XR space.
Yes, for sure. And I remember there's an interview on Steve Jobs. I think it's 2010, even no, before that, it was 2008 or something after the iPhone came out. And I remember he talking about the enterprise, and then he was asked about it, and he said, "Yeah, the enterprise is most of the time complicated, and in terms of complexities." And we understand complexities, right? We understand that security, there are things that
You
you
have to
don't
have.
need. Of
Yeah.
course, you cannot negotiate security, privacy, but there are ways to manage those things. And I think that Apple is doing a great job on that regard. Makes us much more simple things to use while keeping privacy and quality and security at the top. I think that if you can match that with the enterprise, then we are in great shape.